Streaming live now on News8000.com. You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now, this weekend.
Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Allison Fergit. Police say a school shooting threat at Menominee High School is not credible. Authorities reported that a female suspect posted the threat on social media overnight. Investigators found no weapons and determined she had no access to firearms. Officials believe there is no danger to the school district. She now faces possible charges for making terrorist threats and unlawful use of a telephone. No injuries are reported after a semi-truck fire at a Tomah Quick Trip early this morning. Tomah firefighters responded to the scene around 1:40 a.m. to find the truck fully engulfed in flames. Crews quickly contained the fire, preventing damage to the trailer loaded with paper products. The cause of the fire is under investigation. And an investigation is underway after part of a train derailed near La Crosse's Gunderson Hospital Friday evening. In a statement to News 8 Now, BNSF says one locomotive and one rail car carrying corn syrup derailed upright. There were no hazardous materials spilled and no injuries. The train has reportedly been moved since the derailment. Investigators are working to determine the cause of the derailment.
After a sunny and seasonable Saturday, we do have some showers on the way. Not really looking at a whole lot in terms of rain totals, so that's good, but we'll get a little bit of a sprinkle as we go into the overnight period and possibly holding out into your morning for tomorrow. So let's take a look at it, taking a look at satellite right now. If we take a broader view, you can see those light showers just getting into western Minnesota now, making their way into our area in the next hour or so, likely sometime after midnight. Again, by the time they get over here, becoming a lot more scattered in nature, not really seeing a whole lot of accumulation with it, but maybe some lucky areas getting a quarter of an inch at most. Otherwise, a lot of those showers out of the area and north of I-94 already by the afternoon. Still seeing some light clearing in the afternoon, so we will have the sun poking out for a little bit, but there's a lot of clouds off to our west as we head into the evening hours, and those will definitely be making their way in later in the day tomorrow. For tonight, we're seeing normal temperatures in the mid-40s across the area. Your morning looking a little bit wet towards the early periods, but then again we have that clearing coming, especially in La Crosse. Eau Claire maybe holding on to the cloud coverage a little bit longer into the day, but overall not too bad of a Sunday to finish the weekend out. A little bit different of a story though as we go into Monday with the chance for some severe weather. So all the details coming up in the full forecast.
All right, sounds good. Thank you, Nicole. Yeah. Today, the Ho-Chunk Nation celebrated the designation of a memorial highway honoring World War II veterans. Last year, Governor Evers signed a bill designating a stretch of Interstate 90 as the Ho-Chunk World War II Code Talkers Memorial Highway. The renaming pays tribute to Ho-Chunk veterans who used their native language as an unbreakable military code during World War II. The Ho-Chunk Nation president says the veterans provided an important service during their time in the military.
Unique service to the United States Army and other armed forces out there to basically create a code that could not be cracked by any other of our enemies or any of our attackers. So they played an instrumental role, provided value, and probably saved the lives of hundreds and hundreds of men and women of service at that time.
That designated highway begins where I-90 meets I-94 near Tomah and travels west, ending at the Wisconsin-Minnesota state border. Today is the DEA's National Drug Take-Back Day for unused medications. The day encourages people to get rid of old meds so they don't end up in the hands of kids or others who could misuse them. In La Crescent, residents could safely dispose of their meds at City Hall. The police department then handled it from there.
So the police have a specific way of disposing of them. Twice a year, we get to bring them to an incinerator where they're burned.
La Crescent's Take Back wrapped up around 2 this afternoon, but there is a permanent prescription drug drop box at the City Hall. Meds can be disposed of there Monday through Friday between 8 a.m. until 4. Western Wisconsin Democrats gathered in La Crosse today for the party's 3rd Congressional District Convention. Local elected officials and candidates spoke to attendees about what's next for the party. There were also trainings and seminar sessions held for county parties. The Wisconsin Dems State Convention will be hosted this June in the Wisconsin Dells. Student artists had their moment in the spotlight today for the 2025 Congressional Art Competition. Every year, high school students in Wisconsin's 3rd Congressional District compete for a chance to have their artwork displayed in the U.S. Capitol for a year. And the second place finisher will have their art shown in Representative Derek Van Orden's office.
These young people worked incredibly hard. Their parents have supported them through these projects. Many of the high school art classes within the district also supported their kids to get them out here. It's fantastic. Work hard, you will be rewarded.
A panel of university professors selected the winning pieces. There were around 35 submissions this year. The La Crosse Community Theater transformed into superhero headquarters for a sidekick audition showdown today. Local performers compete to become Theater Man's official sidekick, with audience members casting their votes for their favorite. The creative fundraiser is part of Eric Voss's Theater Man campaign, supporting local arts education.
My favorite part is getting to just have fun raising money as Theater Man. I get to show some of my silly side to the community and get to make connections. I get to meet 4 other awesome fundraising teams with the symphony and just get in touch with the community even more.
All proceeds benefit the La Crosse Symphony Orchestra's education programs and the Community Theater's Ultra Star Academy. La Crosse's Granny basketball team hosted a charity tournament at Logan Middle School today. Teams from Viroqua and Iowa competed to raise funds for New Horizons, a local shelter supporting survivors of domestic violence. Admission tickets, lunch sales, and a silent auction will help benefit the organization's services.
Extra special that we know that what we're doing here today not only provides fun for all of the players, also provides a fun opportunity to see the traditional game of the 1920s for all of the spectators, and then just being able to meet up with the other teams as well. And we do like to be a bit competitive, so that's fun as well.
Granny basketball players all over the age of 50 follow old school rules, including no jumping. Beer, wine, and cheese lovers had a chance to celebrate today. It was the annual Between the Bluffs Beer, Wine, and Cheese Fest. Attendees gathered at La Crosse's Oktoberfest grounds to sample the best the Midwest has to offer in craft beers, wines, and artisanal cheeses. One of the event's organizers says it's great to see the community's support.
Our team at Explore La Crosse really works hard to bring this festival to life, and they have for the last, I think it's 9 years that Explore La Crosse has taken over the fest. So it just really warms my heart that so many people come out to support us and to support the community overall.
The fest also had live music and games like cornhole and axe throwing. A fun day for sure. Well, still to come, a devastating scene in Iran as firefighters battle flames and rescue crews search for survivors. The deadly port explosion that killed 14 and left hundreds injured.
When we say we're stuffing you like a sausage, we mean it.
Mike and Kyle on the sunny side of 61, Sugarloaf Automotive.
We buy and sell thousands of vehicles every year.
We ship nationwide every week. We buy vehicles nationwide as well.
Here are a few examples of why we are the undisputed price leader.
Mach-E's from $30,000 off new MSRP, Lincoln's from $15,000 off new MSRP, or how about late model Mustang convertibles from $16,995.
Get to the sunny side of 61,
Sugarloaf Automotive in Winona.
Hey golfers, don't miss this golden golf deal at Drugan's Castle Mound. Get a full 7-day-a-week golf membership for only $700 for 2025. Limited $700 memberships are available. Visit Drugans.com or call 608-526-4144 to get your membership before this great deal is done.
At Drugan's Country Club, yes, Drugan.
I'm Mark Schiller, CEO of PranaSleep. Our family-owned company has been crafting mattresses for over 20 years and are proud to partner exclusively with Home Furniture. We've created state-of-the-art factories staffed with talented craftspeople, incorporating exquisite materials to create ultra-luxurious mattresses. Let us create one for you. PranaSleep exclusively at Home Furniture.
The news continues on News 8 Now. Expect more.
A deadly explosion at an Iranian port has killed 14 and left more than 750 injured. Officials believe stored chemicals triggered the explosion at the port complex. Firefighters battled flames amid high winds as rescue teams searched for victims trapped in collapsed buildings. Iran's president has ordered an investigation into the incident. The major shipping facility has been temporarily closed. International students across the country have a moment of relief following weeks of legal uncertainty. The Trump administration has walked back the decision to terminate the status of thousands of students studying in the U.S. The dramatic shift follows a flurry of legal action filed by students who said their legal status was being canceled without explanation.
After weeks of legal uncertainty for international students.
For the students who have heard this positive news, it's a lot of relief for them.
Relief after being concerned that they could be deported. The Trump administration is now walking back the decision to terminate the status of thousands of students studying in the United States. The decision to reinstate student SEVIS accounts, a government student visa system, comes after ICE terminated records across several metro campuses, oftentimes without notice, according to students.
These particular terminations expected students to leave immediately. They were expecting students to self-deport.
Instead, immigration attorney David Wilson filed lawsuits for several clients against ICE, and just last week, a federal judge ordered ICE to temporarily reinstate two of his clients' legal status.
And I have others pending, but I've asked the court to hold on to them, waiting to see what this new policy from ICE is.
In court Friday, a Justice Department attorney said ICE is developing a policy that will provide a framework for SEVIS record terminations. Until such a policy is issued, the SEVIS records for plaintiffs in this case and other similarly situated plaintiffs will remain active. That impact here almost immediate. Over at St. Cloud State University, 7 students out of 8 had their visas reinstated. At Mankato State University, 8 out of 12 students are now active. And right here in Minneapolis, University of Minnesota says 4 out of 11 students' statuses have been reactivated.
It's good to see that the courts are willing to draw a line, that this is essentially executive branch overreach.
For now, Wilson says this gives students a chance to continue studying without fear.
Guess we'll just have to brace these next 4 years.
I see it as a very positive step, but I don't think this is the end of the discussion.
That immigration attorney saying he is not sure how this impacts students already in immigration custody or when the new ICE policy will go into effect. Well, we have more news ahead, but first.
Severe storms are rolling in to start the week off on Monday. I'll have all the details on who's going to see it and what exactly the risks are coming up right after the break.
We see you out there, building a life you love, knowing that when inspiration strikes, nothing should get in your way. At Blaine's, we're here to help with everything you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Like select bags of Timberline mulch, now 5 for $10. All fishing rod and reel combos are on sale. Plus, we've lowered prices store-wide, so you can find the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet, being original.
News 8 Now and Dairyland Power Cooperative present the Community Calendar. For more information on these events, or if you'd like to submit an event, visit news8000.com.
Wisconsin, one of those places where families spend their winters among our frozen lakes and snow-covered hills. With all the fun we're having, it's easy to take for granted how we warm up, by the fire or simply adjusting our thermostat. But what if you couldn't warm up so easily? It might be simple to imagine for 60 seconds, but for many, it's a reality they can't ignore. Working families, elderly, disabled, and veterans struggling to keep their heat and power on in the dangerous cold of winter. Freezing temperatures aren't just uncomfortable for them, they can be deadly. Make a real difference by providing a hand up for a neighbor in need. No matter the amount, every dollar helps. No one deserves to suffer when we can help each other.
Dahl Honda is proud to sponsor News 8 Now's Top Notch Teacher Program. It's always a highlight of our month to recognize the top-notch teacher and thank them for all they do for our students in school. Dahl Honda values the great work all teachers do for our children and community. If you know a teacher who deserves top-notch teacher recognition, please nominate them. Thank you, teachers, for going above and beyond and providing a top-notch education.
Proper installation of your new windows make a difference. The team at Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions are factory trained to make sure your windows are installed to last. Call or stop into the showroom for your free estimate.
Well, going into tomorrow, apart from those morning showers, we're looking at a pretty decent day out there. We saw that there's a possibility of some sunshine in the early afternoon hours, some clouds moving in a little bit later in the day, but overall temperatures are staying near normal, if not a few degrees above it. Looking at highs in the upper 60s for most of the area south of I-94. Eau Claire sitting at 63. Going to see a little bit of a light breeze out there, but really nothing too crazy. Overall, a fairly nice way to end the weekend, and you should really take it in because that's not going to be the case as we go and start the next week off. We do have severe storm potential going into Monday twice, both in the morning and going into the evenings. Let's start with Sky Tracker to break it down a little bit. Here we are with that first morning chance, starting to see the potential for some scattered showers and thunderstorms to pop up in the morning hours. Looking like the highest chance to see this activity is really north of I-94, and as you can see, it starts off pretty early in the morning and then continues on. Still a little bit uncertainty on how far this band can stretch down. Again, the greatest chance for this morning activity is really going to stay north of I-94. Overall, this is really just looking to be the possibility of a couple strong thunderstorms with maybe a hail risk associated with it and a couple gusts of wind. But other than that, should move out of the area fairly quickly, maybe lingering into the afternoon. But that's really where a lot of the question starts to come up because a lot of cloud coverage could stay behind a lot of that morning activity, and that really inhibits the ability for us to see some stronger storms as we go later into the evening hours. If we can see some clearing, you can see just to the south, Prairie du Chien having a chance to be at 83 degrees by 4 p.m. So there could be a good amount of warmth that really helps the chance for severe weather. Whether or not we can see that if those clouds move out of the way is still a little bit of a question. We still see some light clearing right before sunset that could help boost the activity, but still definitely a lot of questions with this system, so it's very important that we stay updated on all of the most recent forecasts. Going into the evening though, again, mainly just seeing those scattered thunderstorms, possibly seeing it go into a little bit of a band, but whether or not that can be organized again, of course, is still a little bit of a question. A lot of that activity will be moving fairly quickly though and should be out of the area already as we go into midnight. Overall, we're sitting at a level 4 out of 5 for severe thunderstorm risk. That is a moderate risk for most of the area, a very rare risk for that far out from an event, so definitely something that we need to be taking seriously. We do have an alert day issued for all day Monday. Again, first for that morning period, the main risk for that is going to be the hail association, and then that evening period, should we see those storms form, you're going to see a risk and every severe risk, that's damaging winds, hail, and the possibility of tornadoes across the entirety of the area. For the morning amounts, we're really looking at some light trace amounts. Again, mainly seeing some stuff north of I-94. Otherwise, everybody's getting a good little dusting of some rain, but then the main rainmaker comes later in the evening when we start to generate more of that thunderstorm activity and start to get some heavier downpours. Overall, though, really only seeing maybe an inch, possibly a little bit more than that under those thunderstorm activities. Otherwise, just a nice healthy dosage of rain out there. After we get through Monday and the whole mess of that, it's finally a little bit quieter. We have some showers passing through on Thursday, but we'll get a break from the rain. Until then, we'll have near normal temperatures and then slowly warming as we go throughout the end of the week as well. So after Monday, not quite bad a week.
Yeah.
I feel like every weekend we say we just have to get through the beginning of the weekend, and it's pretty nice.
That's really what it is. I feel like it's just the Mondays we're getting punished. And what a bummer too. I saw the high is 79 on Monday, so a really beautiful
so the
day.
Afternoon will be good, yeah, but the evening definitely we're going to want to be aware.
Yeah, all right. Well, thank you, Nicole. And coming up in sports, the NFL draft in Green Bay has come to an end. Jacob and Cade recap a special 3 days in Titletown, as well as some notes on the newest members of the Green and Gold.
Many cities in Wisconsin have no laws limiting where sex offenders can live. Monday at 6, which communities don't, and why some say the laws don't go far enough. Monday at 6.
At the University of Wisconsin-Madison, we believe in working together to address real-world challenges. That's why we're proud to help farmers cultivate healthy food and landowners preserve and maintain forest land. We're proud to educate the next generation of teachers and drive groundbreaking medical research. Together, we make an impact that rings loud and clear. One Wisconsin, on Wisconsin.
The Meats family has finally gained a member. Meet Applewood Smoked Ham. Smoked is their middle name. 2 for $7 ham and Swiss melts. Arby's, we have the meats.
There's a reason Chevy is called the heartbeat of America. A heartbeat strong, steady, unwavering, like the people who keep this country moving. For them, only America's most dependable truck will do. And every Chevy truck, like every Chevy driver, dependability comes standard.
It's Chevy Truck Month. Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% financing for 72 months on this Silverado. Or get $4,350 total value. Plus, current Chevy owners can get $4,000 total cash allowance when you trade in an eligible vehicle.
Save hundreds, one seat at a time on Stressless, the most comfortable furniture in the world. Only at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Right now, take $200 off each Stressless seat. This includes each Laurel or Mint dining chair and home office chair, and each Stressless recliner. You can save $600 on Stressless sofas, $400 on love seats, and thousands on sectionals. Refresh your home with Stressless seating for less. Shop Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Family owned for 100 years.
I did know that back pain, foot pain come along with the job of waiting tables, but since getting the arch supports from the Good Feet store, I have had no pain. I'm more positive. It's like opening up a whole new life, like sunshine coming out.
See how we can help you too at the Good Feet store.
All of the exciting action from your community. Here's News 8 Now Sports.
Good evening, everyone, and hello from Lambeau Field. The NFL Draft has wrapped up, and we didn't really know what to expect as the city hosted the NFL Draft. But, Kate, we also didn't really know what to expect with the Packers picking defense their first few picks.
Yeah, we went into the first 2 days expecting some defensive guys, but we got the complete opposite. 3 offensive players in their first 3 picks.
Yeah, and Jason Wilde talked to us about that, saying now there may be a little bit more pressure on the Packer offense to come through in the clutch here over the next year or two with the new guys.
Look, they've obviously invested in the offense in a big way here. Probably not a lot of room for excuses for Matt LaFleur or for Jordan Love going into their 3rd year together as play caller and starting quarterback, because they have invested heavily on that side of the ball.
And then finally in round 4, the Packers add to the defensive side of the ball, selecting edge rusher out of Texas, Barron Sorrell, with pick number 124. He started in 40 games for the Longhorns, and Cade, what an introduction this guy had to the city of Green Bay and its fans.
Yeah, it was a shock when Roger Goodell came out to announce the draft pick, but that's because Sorrell was back in the green room. He was there on day 1, didn't hear his name called on day 2, but today he got the chance to take the stage and greet the Green Bay crowd in person. What an entrance he had. He's a strong physical edge who can bully offensive tackles and has a chance to be a big help on the Packers defense.
Just so blessed and thankful that I made the decision to come back, because, I mean, it couldn't have turned out better, man. I'm so thankful for the opportunity that this organization has given me, the people that believed in me and gave me this opportunity, but just to God for the way everything turned out, being able to embrace the fans and feel their energy, and I'm just ready to add to this great tradition.
Such a special moment for him, and so happy for that young man. And here are the rest of the Packers draft picks from day 3. Colin Oliver, an edge out of Oklahoma State. Warren Brinson, defensive tackle from Georgia. Micah Robinson, a corner from Tulane. And John Williams, a tackle from Cincinnati. And some Badgers selected on day 3 as well. Offensive tackle Jack Nelson, now a member of the Atlanta Falcons after being selected at pick number 218. He'll look to provide some depth to a strong O-line unit. And Hunter Wohler, also selected, being taken at number 232 by Cade's Indianapolis Colts. Wohler played in 40 games in his career and as a Badger and started in 25, and he'll look to join an Indy team that could use some help in the secondary.
All right, we also had much better weather today than yesterday. The sun was shining and the draft goers were outside enjoying all of the festivities around Lambeau and Titletown. We saw fans checking out Super Bowl rings, running the 40-yard dash, and even taking the time to play in football during the NFL's Play 60 event. We caught up with a few future footballers who were pleased with all of the different things to do around the draft venue.
I thought there was going to be like
only 40-yard dashes and stuff. I thought we were just gonna sit by the stage watching the draft the whole time, but all this stuff makes it way more fun.
I thought it was like really fun. The experience was great.
There was a drone show last night after day 2, and tonight fans were being treated to a Brad Paisley concert. Certainly no shortage of fun here in Green Bay over the weekend.
Yeah, and Cade, this kind of brings my excitement for football season at an all-time high already here in what month are we? April?
So we got the new teams. Let's start the practices now. Let's get the games going. What do you say, in a month or so?
Yeah,
Can we make it happen?
Let's do it. Lots of smiles around here all week, and it was very fun having you guys with us, and it's exciting to see what the Packers will do with these next picks. And I say let's have Green Bay host another draft here soon. What do you say?
Make it happen. I mean, everyone we spoke to over the weekend just enjoyed the party atmosphere. I mean, nobody does it better than the Wisconsinites, and so many people we spoke to said Green Bay is a great host city.
All right, that'll do it for us here from Lambeau Field. We'll have one more look at news after this.
It's the spring patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts. Right now, the more you buy, the more you save. Get 5%, 10%, and even 15% off sale prices on porch and patio. Plus, get a free collapsible wagon for all your outdoor activities. The spring patio sale at Home Seasonal Concepts. Wherever you are in Wisconsin, there's a free and confidential Aging and Disability Resource Center, ADRC, or Tribal Partner Agency. We're here for older adults, adults with disabilities, and your families. ADRCs are a bridge to support for benefits and financial assistance, transportation, in-home care, and more. Get to know your local ADRC and connect with resources now. Call toll-free 1-844-WIS-ADRC or go to findmyadrc.org.
Hey! This $5 Mega Millions game is super exciting!
There are prize multipliers built into every play. So the lowest prize you can win is $10. Plus, it has bigger jackpots more often with better chances to win it!
$5 Mega Millions really is something to shout about.
It's available at Wisconsin lottery retailers near you, like this one.
Which automaker employs the most hourly workers in the country? Ford. Which automaker assembles the most vehicles in the country? Ford. That's not a coincidence. It's a commitment. A commitment Ford dealers share by offering employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford vehicles.
Get employee pricing across a full lineup of Ford trucks and SUVs, plus $1,000 spring bonus cash on select vehicles. Only at your local Northland Ford dealers.
Give your business the dumpster service it deserves for 15% less than you're paying now with Big Hook. Big Hook offers daily, weekly, or monthly pickups with professional drivers and 24-hour emergency service to our La Crosse County customers. New commercial accounts lock in a 15% savings, plus be one of the first 100 to sign up and get free delivery, setup, and a $50 gift card. This is a limited time offer. Save more with service you can trust. Contact Big Hook today.
Get Progressive Rug Savings right now at all Homeworld Rugs. The more you buy, the more you save on your total rug purchase of $199 or more. Get up to $500 off sale prices. Every style is on sale now at up to 50% off regular prices. The Progressive Rug Sale, now at Homeworld Rugs.
You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
One family in Virginia is hoping not to get any bad news later this week. Local lawmakers are set to decide if they can keep their pet goat in the yard or of their new home.
I'm here with Sesame, a 13-and-a-half-year-old American pygmy goat. For comparison, I'm about 5'3". Sesame is 20 inches tall, about the size of a large dog. He currently is a staple in Carytown, but his family want to move him to Henrico.
No goat. Pro-goat, even Sesame for mayor. Some Sleepy Hollow residents voicing their feelings about a new potential neighbor.
You can train them. They are smart. They make great pets because they're very cuddly, they're very loving, they're very friendly.
Sesame's family applied for a variance with Henrico's Board of Zoning to allow their pet pygmy goat to move into their backyard.
We're not trying to change all of Henrico's laws just to get the variance to let our pet pass away with us.
The goat is a support animal and has lived his entire life with the family, who doesn't want to be identified because the issues become so heated. One neighbor reportedly putting hundreds of flyers in mailboxes saying Sesame will bring down property values. I spoke with others who tell me they're concerned about noise and the goat attracting rodents. But the family says Sesame is clean, quiet, and gentle, just a loving member of their family who's been living separately from them for the past year. He currently resides in Carytown, where he receives daily visits from folks who say they adore him.
I've known Sesame for about 10 years, ever since he was just a little goat. I know he brings everybody a lot of joy, and the kids like to come up and feed him, and when they see him and pet him and say hi to him.
The family hosted a meet and greet and has flyers in front of their house with facts about pygmy goats.
There's a lot of variance amongst goats, right? Some scream, the pygmies don't. Some are very aggressive, pygmies aren't.
But still, not everyone is sold on the idea.
I just don't think it's the proper place to do it. If you want to have a goat, then move to Goochland and buy ever how many acres you need to have farm animals and live there.
So far, 60 people have emailed the county in opposition, while 109 others say they're in support.
Henrico's Board of Zoning is set to decide on this particular variance request on April 24th.
Well, I don't know about you. I'm pro-goat. I guess I don't own a home, so I don't know about all that property value, but I am definitely pro-goat in this situation. Well, Nicole will be right back with a final check on your weather after this.
Meeting you locally where you are online. Get breaking news or other quick links. Follow us on X at News 8 News.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
You're ready for home improvement. Bathroom, kitchen, windows, doors, and more. The question is who? Begin here. The Board Store Home Improvements. The most experienced sales team in the area. The most experienced installation team. Plan with designers concerned about meeting your wants and needs. Choose from a selection of superior products. Receive a detailed proposal and a firm price. No pressure, no games. Recently voted Best of La Crosse, locally owned and operated. More than you expect for less than you thought. The Board Store.
We see you out there, building a life you love, knowing that when inspiration strikes, nothing should get in your way. At Blaine's, we're here to help with everything you need to make it happen at prices that make it possible. Like a free Wild Bite fishing kit when you spend $50 on fishing gear. Blaine's brand lawn and garden batteries, $3 off for rewards members. Plus, we've lowered prices store-wide so you can find the value you need to do things your way. Blaine's Farm and Fleet, being original.
Style or substance. Somehow, it became one or the other. But there is another choice. Not stopping until you have everything in the GMC Sierra. Or get 0.9% APR on 2025 Sierra 1500 models. Or get over $5,300 total value on select Sierra 1500 models.
What should I do next?
Western has the answer.
Do something that excites you.
Do something fun. Do something that shows your skills.
Do something that gets you hired to do what you love.
You can do it all at Western Technical College. Choose from more than 90 programs. Invest in you, spend less, and get hired fast. Take that next step. Apply at Western today.
Do something for you. Jason, let's go see your room.
That's not right. How is it? Is it good?
Join the conversation at facebook.com/news8000. Or you can always find us at news8000.com.
Ready for a better career with excellent pay, benefits, and work-life balance? Chart Industries is hiring fabricators. Join the team that's shaping the future and providing awesome pay and excellent benefits. Apply today at jobs.chartindustries.com.
we have a pretty nice day tomorrow, high of 67, a warm one on Monday ahead of those thunderstorms, and then a fairly quiet week after that, maybe some showers on Thursday.
Well, I have to ask, Nicole, are you pro-goat?
I'm
Like the story we
100%
just had.
pro-goat.
I think you have to be.
I had some goats growing up. Very good animals. You don't have to mow the lawn as much. I'm for sure pro-goat.
Let's bring goats to lacrosse. All right, well, thank you for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.